Okay, so now that we understand packages a little bit better, let's now talk about how we can create our own packages. And the benefits of this are it means we can group a load of related functions and logic together in packages and then import them, rather than just creating a large main.go file with a load of unrelated functionality, just making the file bigger and bigger. By creating our own packages, we can group all the related stuff together. It'll make our project easy to manage, easy to maintain, easy to navigate, and you just import the packages that you need. Okay, now in this one we're going to do something which we haven't done for a while, and that is to initialize a module using go.mod init, because the name that we give to our module becomes the base path for our packages. So here I'm inside of the creating packages folder in my main lessons repository here. So I'm going to say go.mod init, and I'm going to give this a suitable name. Let's just call this myapp. So we can give it any name, it doesn't have to match this, and often you'll give it the name or of the address of where this is going to live on GitHub, but here we're just going to call it myapp. Okay, and so that means that inside of the creating packages folder, I should now have a module, or I should now have a go.mod file with the module name. Like I say, this name will become the base path for any packages which we create. Okay, now inside of this folder, I'm going to create another folder, and this will be where my package lives. And so I'm going to create a directory. I'm just going to call this greetings. So it's going to be a very simplistic example of a package, because what I really want you to understand here is how to create and import packages, and we're not to get it all clouded with a load of confusing functionality. So we're going to keep functionality very simple, very basic stuff which you totally understand, because we're going to focus on the package creation part of this. So inside of greetings, let's now create a Go file. I'm just going to call this greet.go. And you'll see that automatically, because we're in the folder greetings here, or because this file has been created in the greetings folder, my IDE has automatically thought, well, I'm probably creating a package called greetings. And so that's what we'll call our package. All right, so let's add some functionality to this. So we don't need a main function in here, we only need that in our main.go file. This is just for simply creating any functionality which we want to import into either our main.go file or indeed into other packages, and you'll see that you can import packages into other packages. So let's have a very simple function just called say hello, where we're just going to take a name and say hello. So one parameter, this will be called name, and it will be a string. We're not going to return anything, and if you're not going to return anything, you don't need to specify a return type. But what we are going to do is we're going to import another package. We're going to import the format package, and we're going to use the printf function on that. So when I hit tab there, you'll see that we have imported another package into our package. And if you remember how printf works, we can inject variables into a string. And so that's what I'm going to do here. So name is a string, and so I'm saying hello. We use %s for strings, exclamation mark, and then just a new line. Okay, so how do we actually import this if we want to use say hello in our main.go file? Well, first of all, we need a main.go file. So inside of my creating packages folder, so not inside the package itself, but inside of the folder above that, we'll create our main.go file. Package name will be main, and that's stuff that we've covered before in one of the earlier lessons. And here I'm going to import myapp. So you see my IDE has actually found this now. We're going to import myapp greetings. And so one of the things you'll see there, like we said at the beginning, when you initialize your module, any packages which you create inside of that module will be prefixed, or should be prefixed, with the module name as the base of the path to the package. Okay, so now that we've imported that, it means that we can use that. So func main, so we want to call the say hello function which lives in the greetings package, which means that we use the dot syntax to do that. So here we're going to say greetings dot say hello. We shall pass my name, and then this should print out hello Gary exclamation mark. So let's go and run this. Go run main.go hello Gary. Okay, now let's have a challenge. Before we start this challenge, let me remind you that you will need an initialized module before you start the challenge. So you need to follow the steps which I took in order to initialize a module, and then your package will live inside that module. Okay, I'm sure you knew that anyway, but let's get on with the challenge. So create a new package called messages. Inside it, define a function named welcome message that returns a custom greeting string. So slightly different than the function I just created, which just prints out the message. This time we want to return the string. Okay, so follow these steps. Create a folder called messages. Inside it, create a file called text.go, and then define an exported function named welcome message that takes a name and returns welcome main. Welcome name. Now here where we say define an exported function, something which I haven't mentioned up until now is that if you want to export the function, if you want the function to be able to be used by other packages, it needs to start with an uppercase letter. If it starts with a lowercase letter, it can only actually be used within that package. So if it was lowercase, it would only be able to be used inside of the messages package. So make sure it's uppercase, takes a name and returns, so we are returning welcome as well as the name. And then import the messages package into main.go and call messages welcome message and print out the returned string. I'm sure you can do this. Pause me now and give that a go. Okay, so first I'm going to create the folder which will be called messages. Then inside of there, I'm going to create a Go file, which will be text.go, and this should be, or the package for this should be messages. Next step, we want a function which will be called welcome message. That will again take a name, which will be a string, and this time we are returning something, so we need to return a string. Hope that one didn't catch you out. And so if we want to return a formatted string and not just print out in line, we use sprintf instead of printf. So this will be format sprintf. First argument will be the actual string with the placeholder for the name, comma, and then any arguments or any variables which we need, which have been referenced in that string, and that will be name. So the big difference here, we're using sprintf to return because that returns a value, whereas in our other example in greet.go we used printf, which just prints out in line, but we want to capture that value and return it. Okay, so now what we need to do is go and import this and use it in main.go. So if you're importing more than one package, then you use the parentheses. So this will be myapp messages, and we'll keep this one here, but we'll also say messages, welcome message, and we'll also use my name. But if you remember what welcome message does, it returns a value. So we'll say message, and then we need to print that out separately. So we're going to need another package, which will be the format package, because I want to use printline to print out the message. So we are now importing 3 different packages: format, greetings, and messages. Let's run this. Go run main.go hello Gary and welcome Gary. Okay, how did you get on with that? If you managed to give it a go, if you managed to make it work, then congratulations on creating and importing and using your very first package. You've taken a big step, because now, if you think about how we work on things, you can just create a load of related functionality, a load of logic, and instead of having it all in one file, which makes it hard to navigate, hard to find, and really hard to sort of keep a mental track of, you can now create little small packages of related functionality and just work on those in isolation and then use them in your other packages, or use them indeed in the main package in the main.go file. So, hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you've learned something pretty cool. Give the video a like, make sure you subscribed, and if you want to subscribe to my mailing list where I send out like discounts, free stuff, updates to all my content, then the details are down in the description.